Hi, everybody. My name is Cheryl Wittmann, and I'm here with you now to share with you my reflections for the month of TEM. It's been a lot to take in, but I'm really excited to share with you what I've learned and what you'll be learning coming into this class. TEM started the month teaching and encouraging a few valuable skills that will carry you through in all you do, whether it be your professional, academic, or personal life. Um, that skill is um, during the TM welcome video, they set us up to strive for what they call above and beyond by meeting a Friday deadline rather than the usual Sunday one. A few reasons this is encouraged is it's good professional practice to get into developing a habit of meeting the Friday deadline rather than the Sunday one. You will gain the experience necessary to meet real world deadlines by doing so. The ones that you'd have to meet if you were to work for a client or a boss. It's also recommended that you review the criteria and requirements prior to submitting your final work in order to maximize the full amount of points that you could get. Um, Second is it forces you to plan ahead through trial and error while you're in school to help you find a manageable balance for success when in the field. If you find this balance, you will have your weekend free for whatever you want. Um, for the things important to you, like quality time with friends or family, and just doing the things you enjoy in life. So, really important. Hi, everybody. My name is Cheryl Wittmann, and I'm here with you now to share with you my reflections for the month of TEM. It's been a lot to take in, but I'm really excited to share with you what I've learned and what you'll be learning coming into this class. TM started the month teaching and encouraging a few valuable skills that will carry you through in all you do, whether it be your professional, academic, or personal life. Um, that skill is um, during the TM welcome video, they set us up to strive for what they call above and beyond by meeting a Friday deadline rather than the usual Sunday one. A few reasons this is encouraged is it's good professional practice to get into developing a habit of meeting the Friday deadline rather than the Sunday one. You will gain the experience necessary to meet real world deadlines by doing so. The ones that you'd have to meet if you were to work for a client or a boss. It's also recommended that you review the criteria and requirements prior to submitting your final work in order to maximize the full amount of points that you could get. Um, Second is it forces you to plan ahead through trial and error while you're in school to help you find a manageable balance for success when in the field. If you find this balance, you will have your weekend free for whatever you want. Um, for the things important to you, like quality time with friends or family, and just doing the things you enjoy in life. So, really important. So, how do you do this? The second skill that I learned during my first week in TM is to have a plan of attack. They had us create a template as a tool to help you keep organized and stay on track with your daily goals for the entire month. Included in these plans, we had our work schedules, our assignments, our assignment execution plans, and personal goals. To truly benefit and see the end results, it's just as important to add those personal goals as it is professional ones. The takeaway is we will find that balance if we have personal and professional success. I'm sending you guys an invitation to connect with me at the end of this video if you find yourself struggling to meet your goals with this. I have some great tips and ideas to help you deal with stress and time management, like being in the moment, changing perspective to change the way you look at things, a method called time batching to save and group like tasks together. And most importantly, positive attitude is key. If you think you can, you will. I encourage you to use your plan of attack as a tool to help provide structure and keep you organized and on track with all of your goals. Yeah, during this course, I can't even stress enough how important that is. Thank you. So now that you know we need to meet a Friday deadline, as you would in the real world, um, and you know in order to meet that deadline that we're going to need to plan and organize using a plan of attack, um, what do we do now? We need to learn how to walk the walk now. Graphic design terminology and industry websites that relate to our field and fields that cross over are going to hire us, and we're brand new. So, going in, if we can't talk the talk, how can we convince them we can walk the walk? Thanks to this course in TM, I've been introduced to speak the language of a professional in our field. Before this class, I had an idea, but now I have the knowledge. So, really helpful. With that said, there are other fields in our industry that will cross over, and it's important that you have a basic understanding of their roles and some terms relating to their field and how they're linked to ours. To name a few within my field, there's words like widows and orphans, pull quote, body copy, CMYK, camera ready, display type, serif face, typography, logo type, it's not that difficult. There's a lot of great websites that will help explain with examples of what that looks like and what that means. And a few that cross over into another field. I guess maybe I'll use web programming as an example because I did that for my assignment. There are terms like 404 or front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, backend, responsive design. These are only just a few, but the list goes on throughout my degree program, our degree program. I should get to know many of these terms well, I'm sure. And I hope that you have a lot of success in also learning them. I found myself frequently visiting many websites in relation to my field revolving around typography. But I didn't really understand what it meant for me or how it was used or how I'm going to do this in my future, at least in design until I took this course. I read that you can add typography or lettering to a logo and that it adds value to the design. Um, there's this one designer that I stumbled upon. Actually, there's a couple that I feel worth mentioning and I'd like to share. Um, one designer I crossed was Doyle Young. He's labeled as a logo type designer, and one of the things he said that interested me was one of his basic rules. It's where he begins. He strongly believes a logo must be legible. To do this, he needs to stick with a conventional form to begin. Once it's legible, he says if you're lucky, you can make it look unique. Sometimes all it takes is a very subtle change to give that unique appearance, such as moving a pixel. He would have his students um, take his lettering and copy it exact, like drill it in until that's all they knew is that exact drawing to a T. And then hit them with, I want you to now alter it and with some, you know, something on your own to make it yours, make it unique, and build off of that. And I thought that was pretty cool because I could take any design or any typeface and I could copy it and see what I come up with that. So that's pretty cool. Um, Another designer with similar beliefs on legibility and I enjoyed learning about was a designer by the name of Massimo Vignelli. He said something really cool, and it's probably going to stick with me for a while. He said, a sophisticated mind will know how to design things which are complex, not complicated. An ignorant mind will design things which are complicated without complexity. I had also fell in love with that. I won't forget it. Um, and the last one that I feel worth mentioning, I did a lot of work on her so far during this program, is Paula Scher. I first discovered her during a Netflix series called The Abstract of Art, and she is a typography designer, and she's all over New York City. You could look her up. But it was one thing that she said that really stood out that is also really cool that I could take with me. And I feel connected to that because I'm always in a state of play. Love having a good time, bouncing around, and being inspired in the moment. So she said that in order to create, you must be in a constant state of play. Um, yeah, these are all industry heroes in relation to my field, and I look forward to seeing what I come up with, and hopefully, my designs last like theirs. Well, they will. So far we covered a lot of really great stuff, but the one or two of the last things I want to share with you is networking. It is never too early to start building your network and making those professional connections. Through conversation, you never know who you're going to meet or where that can lead you. You are opening a door of possibilities as you develop new skills, you start creating your work as a designer. You now have a public place to showcase your resume, your portfolio, and freelance designs. At the moment, I just recently opened a LinkedIn account as it was encouraged through TEM to open a professional networking site. Um, I highly recommend LinkedIn as a choice to connect with professional employers, colleagues, future clients. Although I am currently active on social media platforms, I can be found on Facebook, including a public figure page linked to my main page. I am on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Meetup, and now LinkedIn. So I'm easy to find, and most of my most of the sorry, if you type in Auric Fields, AuricFields, Auric Fields at the end of Facebook.com, Twitter.com, Instagram.com, you could find me. I'm easy to find, or just look up Cheryl Wittmann. Um, and the last thing I wanted to share with you about networking is it's really important to connect with great professionals, but TM in this class taught us that, well, I would hope that we know this already, but if you're looking to join the professional world and be seen as a professional, I cannot express enough how important it is that you don't post any pictures that you will regret later on, like your girls' night out or your vacation, partying, anything like that. So keep it clean, folks. If I had to visualize my future in graphic design, it'd look and sound something like this. Through my work as a designer, I will inspire our clients with a visual reminder, a logo that represents who they are. I will tailor to their logo, to their taste, and their situation. With the way things are today and the fast rate technology is moving, and the way that we connect to the world now, we communicate our messages through use of apps and social media platforms, websites, designs, photographies, and logos, all to represent us. A great design that I intend to create can be a powerful tool to get connected to the world around it. With great design, some won't need a single letter to tell my story or your story. A great image that I create will make you cry, laugh, feel inspired, dream, motivate you, or sell your company. Um, Let the world know who you are and why you do it. Every app has a design to connect us with you. It's the face of your company. When you look at designs like the Siren's Eye for Starbucks or the typography choice for the Uber drivers, the Apple for Apple products, and the logos for well known sports teams, those logos and connections we make when we see them came from us as designers. I see myself being able to really, really connect and resonate with that and drive it home in all my work for whoever I'm designing for. We see it today and we know who these designs represent, and I want to be the one to represent you. Thank you.